spend it, that should never last. If I end up in the casket, I'ma do it cash. All designer fast, dying to live lavish. I know I can go away to spend it.
Last night in the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks came up big by DeJounte Murray's clutch shot over Donovan Mitchell versus the Cleveland Cavaliers to get them a victory. 119, I believe 120 and 118. Now, the Atlanta Hawks, in my opinion, have been the most average team in the NBA. And it's because of one man, Trae Young. He is the biggest problem for the Atlanta Hawks. So, in today's video, we're going to be explaining why Trae Young is the biggest problem for the Atlanta Hawks. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Will. We back again with another video. And Trae Young, isn't he the man that got Nate McMillian fired? Even though Nate McMillian wasn't doing the best job this year, in the last couple years, matter of fact, since back in 2021, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, most people are gonna say, Will, why are you saying Trae Young is the biggest problem when he's doing his job? Well, listen, y'all. When you're the best player on the team, you're supposed to be the leader, right? Not always the case. Well, we got Draymond Green on the Golden State Warriors. He's the leader of that team, even though you got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson on that team. It's other players. Like Patrick Beverley's probably the leader of the Chicago Bulls now, with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic. But let's be honest. Who is really the leader on Atlanta Hawks? It's supposed to be Trae Young. What happened to Trae Young? He's doing his job, 26 and 10 a night. But a million turnovers. But again, he's still doing his job. The issue is, isn't he the person that got Nate McMillian fired? Isn't he the one that had issues with Nate McMillian in the locker room? Isn't he the one that him and John Collins haven't really seen eye to eye? Isn't he the one that really took this team to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2021 versus the Milwaukee Bucks? Isn't he the one that shocked the Philadelphia 76ers and he balled out that whole series? Even in Game 7, he struggled. He had a huge clutch shot in Game 7. He's supposed to be the man. Well, this year, he wasn't even an all-star. It was back then we was having conversations of Trae Young versus John Morant, or Trae Young versus Luka. Who is better? When the Hawks were supposed to draft Luka, they drafted Trae Young. People say, "Oh yeah, Trae Young, he's better now." They showed he's better. 2-time All-Star, right? He didn't even make the All-Star this year, y'all. And I believe it's a couple reasons. One, obviously, the East is a lot tougher this year. Is a lot more competitive. Two, he's just not leading this team that he's supposed to. His teammates are not doing what they need to do. John Collins has decreased his game a lot. DeJounte Murray, who didn't the Hawks need somebody like him? Didn't Trae Young want? He's the same person that I believe wanted another guard next to him. He got that in DeJounte Murray. Wasn't that the Hawks' missing piece? Apparently not. As his team is 37-38 and they are a playoff team and they are a playing team, probably going to play the Miami Heat in a couple weeks. Here's my point, y'all. Trae Young, who's doing his job, but at the same time he's not, because it just don't seem like there's a leader on his team. You're the same person that got Nate McMillian fired. But Nate McMillian was the person that actually got y'all to the Eastern Conference Finals as a 5th seed. And now, y'all are worse than the New York Knicks. Y'all are worse than the Brooklyn Nets. Now, obviously, organization is a huge factor always with the Atlanta Hawks. Organization is not good. Hasn't been good for years. But Trae Young, you're the most fit guy to be the leader of this team. They galvanize the rest of the teammates. And a couple games ago, you got ejected for a BS call. Okay? But again, just look at the rest of this team. DeJounte Murray is averaging the most points he has ever averaged in his career. And he's averaging the same amount of steals, a little less steals that he's been averaging. And about around 6 assists. He's doing his job too. It's just not enough. See, DeAndre Hunter, who's averaging 15 points, he's not doing enough. He's not improving. This is my point. The Atlanta Hawks have not improved at all this year. They've been the most average team in the NBA. Bogdan, what has he done? 13 points per game. John Collins has been one of the most disappointing players in the NBA. He's supposed to be improving. No, it's obviously he does not want to be on this team. He wanted to get traded, really. Still on his team. Clint Capella is not the same player. I mean, he's putting up 12 and 11, but that's not doing much of nothing. He was doing that a lot better back in 2021. Listen, y'all. I used to work downtown. I used to watch the games. I used to be one of the people that escort these fans to the seats and see this team play. And at the time, it's fun to watch. Even though most of the time I was watching them, they was losing. They doing the same thing in this year. As again, they probably gonna go against Miami Heat in the play-in, maybe lose again like they did last year. And picking up Sadiq Bey, y'all really think that was a big upgrade? Seriously? Who is averaging 11 points per game? And y'all are raved about Big O. Oh, what's the improvement has he done? Let's see. Around 10 points per game, 7 rebounds, and a block per game. Y'all really think that's enough? Y'all really think that's enough? And it goes back to Trae Young. You're the main person who said that he was going to get this team to the NBA Finals a couple years. You're the main person who has that it factor on his back. Who's the clutch person? You're that same person who's a 2-time NBA All-Star. You're that same person that's averaging 26 points per game and 10 assists a game. But you also have that same person that's not an All-Star. You're that same person that got Nate McMillian fired. You're that same person that has this team in a play-in situation. Because of the immaturity. We can tell. But all the rumors that all the time y'all be in the news about y'all not liking the situation with your coaches. And y'all have a good coach. This is a coach that came for the Utah Jazz, who was always a number 1 seed in the West. Y'all still not even 500 team. Listen, Atlanta Hawks organization is garbage. They don't know how to fix this team. But Trae Young, you need to be that leader if you want to actually at least try to get in a playoff situation or get to the second round. Or eventually, in a couple years or so, make the NBA Finals, like you said. That's all I got to do today for this video. Just letting y'all know why the Atlanta Hawks struggles have been happening. Even when McMillian fired. And even when getting DeJounte Murray. Y'all supposed to see be really a 4th seed in the East, but that's really the New York Knicks who are a 5th seed. Yeah, y'all definitely underachieved. And Trae Young, you're the number 1 player in this team. This is all on you. I hope y'all do good in the play-in versus Miami Heat. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, give you a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'm just going to let y'all know, when the playoffs start, I'm going to try to upload as much as I can. I'm going to try to cover all the playoff games. But I will not show highlights. I will show my face. Y'all will see my face on camera, me talking. For the first time in a long time. I hope y'all excited for that. If y'all are, give it a like. And if y'all really are decided for me to talk and commentate all the games for playoff games, subscribe to the channel, because I will be dropping every situation of every playoff game that comes out and what happens and all the commentary that I can give y'all. I love y'all, boys. This has been your boy Will, and I'm out.